So, I'm going to try to redo that in stream mode this time. Why? I don't know. Make for an easy part 2 of the episode, I suppose, without having to record an entirely separate second run. By the way, it's Marksman's Bow. Of course it is, because that is the one that I've had a lot of requests for lately. Was not particularly impressed with how it turned out, but, it's okay. It is an alright weapon. What is it, like, I think it said 6 times damage modifier, which is good. Certainly good, but the slowness and general difficulty of actually using this thing makes it not as great as I was hoping. Oh well. You know, that's one of those things where you got to make sure that every one of the episodes you do is going to be impartial, or at least something vaguely approaching impartialness. Yes. And why not? 75% damage reduction. Not that I'm even going to need it. We're going to be using another of the survival runs. Oh well, I'll take it. How's it cracking? It's should have another episode of Dead Cells coming out tonight, and I am actually making progress in crosscode, so I'm happy about that. Oh, there is still so much stuff to be doing on the channel. If only I could be contacted by Second Guy so that we could get back to doing Persona again. Because I still have like 10 episodes prepared and ready to go. I'm just waiting on him, really. Sure, I could do it myself, but I mean, come on. I just did I did the episode 29 by myself. I want to have a second commentator here for the rest of the stuff. Oh well, whatever. At least there is always crosscode. And soon enough, Secrets of Grindia coming on. He's been on Discord? Well, where is he in the, on the Discord for me to do episode? Tell him to check his text messages. How about that? Anyway, yeah, so it's Marksman's Vote night again. I should, hopefully before the end of this stream, although this didn't happen when I was doing the crossbow thing, like, there's been some funky stuff happening with, funkier than a batch of old collard greens. Stuff going on with YouTube sometimes lately. So I'm going to be checking on that occasionally to make sure it's actually uploading. We'll see if that's happening or not. Can we get a second guy stream soon? I mean, is he on the Discord right now? Tell him to get on. Here, I'll open up my own Discord. Why not? This is... Why are we on Twitch? I don't want to do too many things on YouTube, basically. Like I don't want to make the YouTube channel just being... I don't want to make the YouTube channel to just be like my my Twitch, my stream archives. Not even Twitch archives, just VOD archives. So I'm doing more stuff on Twitch, basically, to kind of, lessen that impact while I focus on mostly just... Get out of here, you. Not switching my audio input. Well, anyway, the ball's in his court now. He wants to get on here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. More videos on YouTube and more streams on Twitch. That's the platform that I'm going to be running for president on. Yeah. Already gotten so many delegates. You wouldn't even believe it. By the way, oh boy, let me tell you, when you get an absentee ballot, boy, do people really send you a lot of text messages making sure that you're going to be voting. I mean, it's like, look, guys, I sent the damn thing in the mail like 5 days ago. Why are you still telling me, make sure you vote? You know how it goes. We can also get rowdier on Twitch, I guess. I mean, by the way, I am still, well, when you eventually watch the episode, when the episode comes up, it is going to be, I am still feeling the effects from those 3 energy drinks that I drank during it. By the way, you might notice that I did name 3 different energy drinks. Well, that was no mistake on my part. Just, preview for the next episode of Dead Cells. You're reminding you to vote for next year? No, they were literally telling... Well, look, here in Wisconsin, the primaries are going on right now. It's not like the actual presidential election. That is far later on. But they want to make They want to make absolutely sure that you're going to be voting in every single one of those. And you can actually sell the normally unsellable equipment now for 1 gold. I didn't even notice that, but apparently I did it last time, so cool. Final Fantasy VII looks great. I've heard some stuff about that game. What I need to do... Why is the chat not in mod-only mode? Oh, yeah, speaking of which, let's make sure that everybody else here is mods. Like the stream replays on YouTube when I miss the streams. Yeah, but I don't even put up, like, half of the ones that I do, so it's like... I feel like it's not, it is not the best place to be doing that. Alright, there we go. It should be mod-only again. Very good. Oh, Miss Luthon. Just one more time. There we are. Final Fantasy VII looks interesting. Okay, here's actually something I wanted to ask about Final Fantasy VII that I was thinking about recently. Specifically, I remember that Square Enix was saying that they were going to do it in multiple parts. Is it just the full game? Did they go back on that? Because I thought that they were planning to do it like episodically, but I guess it didn't actually go as planned in that way. Pretty sure it's still multiple parts. Okay, yeah, I was, because from the sound of it and from like the spoilers that some people were laying down, I was wondering if it was just the complete game and I missed the memo on them going back on doing that. But I guess it is still going to be like an episodic type of thing. Can I go Palpatine just once? It depends on what you mean by Palpatine. Are you going to go and spin? Because absolutely you can do that. In fact, I would definitely encourage it. But if you are going to shoot lightning bolts or turn into an ugly prune man, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry, but I just cannot have that sort of behavior allowed on the stream. Okay. I mean, I just want to keep the gold as well as the cell, and I want to keep the survival. That's kind of the most important bit of the run as of just yet. There's no real reason to be messing around. Oh, that sort of... Oh, just yelling. Yeah, you can yell. I don't have one of those filters on the chat where people can't post things in all caps or something. Cowards. Cowards do that who don't want you to have fun. Not me, though. Yo, that bee you retweeted on Twitter is the prettiest bee I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I just saw that the hashtag Thirsty Thursday was trending. And when I clicked on it, it was a bee. And I'm like, I'm going to retweet that bee. That's a good bee. I like that bee. Only Doc is allowed to shoot lightning and age poorly. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. Especially that second bit. But a little bit of that first bit. Okay, anyway. Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, I guess it's because, you know, it's got like a long, whatever those things are called that insects have that they use to suck up the nectar. I don't... waiting for Dr. Regret calling people with filters cowards. No. Have you seen the sort of bedlam that I encourage on the channel and streams on a regular basis? I feel like there's very little chance I'm going to regret that. Unless you give me a reason to. Okay, 50. I guess I should probably get as much health as possible right now. It was one really bad fight against the Hand of the King that ended that one. Does this count as abusing mod powers? I don't know. Regrets are for cowards. Yes, exactly. I live my life no regrets. I am not ashamed of the things that I've done or the things that I will do. That's not true at all, but it sounds inspiring when I say it. Don't do as Donnie don't does, as I also occasionally like to say. Also, this is a very similar start to the run that I got on the video, by the way. Actually, it's an incredibly similar start now that I've got the giant whistle. All I need to do is get Wolf Trap, and we got basically the same run going on. At least the early game run. Proboscises, or proboscisi. Proobs, if you will. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. That was the word that I was thinking. For some reason I was thinking stamen, but that's a flower. That's a flower thing. Not how that works. Also, I'm going to check real quick that video that I'm talking about is still actually uploading. Oh, it's done. And it's up. Great. Cool. Let's see if anybody's actually commented yet. And I will read it out on stream. It is not. Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've already reviewed the episode and everything, so so it hopefully should be fine. Like I was saying, I don't think people are gonna like the end. I didn't like the end, but that's why we're doing a second stream type of deal going on. Naming our flower dicks. I wouldn't, you know, you can't just say everything that is part of a reproductive organ is a dick. That's just not how that works. I mean, you wouldn't say like an ovipositor is a fish dick. That's stupid. Or maybe you would, because you're dirty like that. I don't know. I don't know you. Harry and done. Okay. Everybody remember to like, comment, and subscribe on that video so the YouTube algorithm continues to suggest it to people. Reproduction is done entirely with dicks and nothing else. Just, you know, different forms of dicks. Got your internal organ dicks, your external organ dicks, your tertiary dicks like breasts. Or, no, I mean your secondary sex organs like breasts or chest hair. Wider jaw dicks. Tertiary types of sex identifiers, like if you wear a bow or have particularly long eyelash dicks. Yeah, that's how that works. My doctorate is in biology. Clearly, you can tell. Yeah. I'm literally disassociating right now. I like to think that that's like some sort of bodily defense mechanism to try to prevent you from understanding what's happening here. Well, a fistle is a flower uterus. No, it's a flower uter dick. Dicks nonetheless. The people are just dicks. Yes. If I like sucking on it, it's a dick. Yeah, like a popsicle. Twitch stream. Why Twitch? No one likes Twitch. What have I missed? Hey, people like Twitch. It's just, you know, people don't know me on Twitch. And that's why there's like 5 people that watch me whenever I do it here. That's why. Also, perhaps because I have been talking a lot about dicks. I like dicks. They're okay. I don't really say they're like my favorite type of reproductive organ, but I would say they rank up there. The uter dick. That sounds, you know, now that you say that out loud or in capital letters, which is the internet equivalent of out loud, it does kind of sound like I'm more saying an uber dick or something like that, which is something that I don't even want to imagine what it could possibly be. Or might not be. We don't know. Science has yet to come up with answers to these questions. And I don't know if they ever will. That's the point in time that we have to turn to religion. Now, as it turns out, I've checked my Bible. They don't actually talk about dicks all that much. I mean, Ezekiel did, but Ezekiel was dirty. I didn't need to do that. Oh, well. Good fucking God. And that's why we're on Twitch, baby! It's great. It's like the Wild West out here. Look, go watch the episode if you want good content. There. Religion, Doc, do you want me to leave? Or do I want you to get more interested than ever? It's a dog whistle type of deal. Astroturfing my own audience. It's finally happened. By the way, this is the most relevant Dead Cells commentary that I've ever had, isn't it? Good and good. Oh, at least that worked out pretty well. And, like, I was thinking one more might have been able to do that. Not so much. Still, not quite. And this will do. There we go. Much, much nicer. And it's not even for a good item. Oh, well, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get the bull, sometimes you get the horn. I'm a dip if we start talking about religion. Poe is talking about dicks in the Bible, talking about religion. Yeah. Okay, come on. Unless you go to some pretty cool churches. I don't know. I don't know the churches you people go to. All right, what do we got here? 100% covered in burning oil. I mean, I don't know. I actually kind of like the thing I got right now. What with the other stuff going on? I'll think about it, but I probably won't be doing too much with it. Probably just stick with what I got right now because I like that fire. The fire is good. Fire actually has done good for me in the past and will continue to do so in the future. I can only hope. Okay. There. No! They're preventing me from walking up with their pointy jaws. Okay. I hate this. Why am I taking more damage from these things than anything else? Right, because this weapon does not work very well against large groups. Okay. And there we go, finally. I don't know, we got on the topic because of bees or something like that. You know, the usual sort of way that you start talking about dicks. Actually getting a surprising amount of usage out of this greed shield, surprisingly enough. I think it's mostly just because, like, well, the greed shield is a shield. Shields are good. One more. We'll take that. And then done. Finally. Good lord. Actually, it was flower dicks. Right. That's right. Because I was talking about stamens. No, we can trace. Look, we can play Twitch commentary roulette all day. Or detective. Whatever the word that I'm trying to think of is. But that's not what we're doing here. We're doing a little bit more marksman bow action, and I gotta tell you, I don't know why people wanted to see this so much. It seems like a perfectly fine weapon, but I don't know. It's not really the most impressive thing. Also, I will remind you right now that you are able to post up any stream that I do on YouTube and monetize it if you so wish. Feel free to do so. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything. I don't know you could even possibly be imagined. However, on the other hand, yeah, one of the things I would like to try to get a little bit more usage with the 100% on burning oil. That was a new thing that I only even realized existed in the last run, but I see a lot of good potential for it. Although I suppose, like, the other thing to be asking is, can we upload the drunk stream? Yes. Of course, I like explicitly said that. Also, which drunk stream? Which one are you talking about? But yeah, I mean, I think I explicitly said that because of the drunk stream. Oh man again, and we're good. Or Code Vein, of course. If you want to talk about things that maybe shouldn't exist and yet do, I will definitely be taking this. Do I get oil on it, though? I don't. Oh, well. Describe your dick as a Dead Cells weapon. The balance blade, because there's nothing interesting about it. It's just there. I'm going to go for the ossuary. This is a stream. I don't need to go for the hard areas. Isn't Code Vein still unlisted? All the episodes are, as well as the here, I'll throw a link in chat if you want. All the episodes are unlisted, as well as the playlist itself, but they are still there, and they are still ready to go. But first off, I want to read out comments on stream here from the latest video. A bot says, amazing content, keep it up. The same bot also says, nice content, keep up the good content. Come on, man. For the next video, use Seismic Strike. Suko, that was like 2 episodes ago. Somebody who is clearly watching the stream said Proboscis, and there's Tinker, who I'm going to love that comment. I always like seeing that guy. I mean, you're in chat right now. Hey. Anyway, okay, I was doing something here. I don't remember what it was. Right, Code Vein. Can you make the bot a mod? They're not in this chat. They're in the recently uploaded video one. And where's the playlist here? Okay, and we got Code Vein somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Yes, just use this particular link Come on, give me a link here. Yeah, it's the share button. That's right. Copy that, and there's the entirety of that if you want to download all of those episodes and upload them on your own channel. And like I said, I did just do Seismic Strike. If you're wondering what I thought of it, I thought it was pretty good. It was a totally usable, fine weapon, to the point that I even said in that Electric Whip run that I would probably have... Or was it the Electric Whip run, or was it... You know, it was the Electric Whip run where I found a pretty good one of that, and I said, I would take this right now if I wasn't doing the Electric Whip run. What playlist is this? Is this the Vault? Oh no, the Vault is entire... The Vault is private, as is every episode in the playlist. Every one of those things is private, so you cannot... So even if I posted the Vault, you couldn't see into it. It would just come up as a bunch of nothing. That's unlisted. That is unlisted, even though it probably should be in the Vault. It is a very bad series. But it was also one that I do feel a little bit of pride of, mostly because of the character creator stuff, which I thought was all pretty amusing. Especially by the end, where we got to coin the term front tails. But yeah, so it's like, no, I can't... Somehow I can't bring myself to delete that from the channel. Post the Vault to screw with us? No, what if I accidentally didn't make one of those videos private? Freudian slip? No, they were dicks. The point was that I called them front tails. And they were actually tails. Yeah, this is the dick stream. Yeah, akin to the piss streams, we got the dick streams. It was a fantastic series. I don't know. I think when I spent like 3 hours fighting the invading executioner, I don't think you can consider that to be a good series in any way. Like, not even a little bit. That's where I draw the line. Astolfo or Felix? I guess I'd like Astolfo more. I mean, he's a good boy. Why not? Oh, it was way more than 3 hours on that. Everybody kept asking me afterwards, like, oh, you beat the fish? And it's like, yeah, I beat the fish. That was like 10 streams ago. It's so late on the uptake. And then there was the Gilded Warrior. Was it the Gilded Warrior? Is that the name? That also took an absurdly long time. I mean, the piss stream was so long ago, but then there was like piss stream 2, 3, 4, 5. There were a lot of them. There have been a lot of them. Way more than 3 hours on that. It was a tough boss. And I had to figure out some, like, shenanigans to make it work in the first place. A lot of torches today. Dear God, how did I miss the piss streams? Because they were happening on Twitch, like, God, 2018? Was it 2018, or was that... I actually might have been, early, about this time, 2019. I do not remember. It was sometime around there where, with the second guy, we were doing weekly streams on the weekends for a while. Except nobody was particularly interested in them. I think we maxed out at like 30 viewers at any point in time, so I just kind of stopped it. 2018, there you go. Good stuff, good stuff. Those were obviously not saved either. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to keep the Bloody Shield for right now. I think that's a good supplement to the run for the time being. Yeah, 17. Not great, but at least I'm getting somewhere. I just need to go make sure that I can find the cursed chest before anything real bad happens. Good, and good. If you put your heart on it every stream... Now, what would I even have to talk about with Piss today? Like, just give me an example. Give me some sort of starter topic, and we'll make this one a Piss stream if you want. It's already kind of most of the way there. All right. And, by the way, the original Piss stream was when I was talking about an episode of Who Wants to Be a Superhero as hosted by Stan Lee. And one of the contestants on there was a guy who could be vertically in the air about 10 feet. And I was very, very impressed by it, which is why I brought it up on stream. There, and yeah, you're done. As are you, and we're good. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Thoughts on it? I have not read that one yet. I was actually I was looking at some Tolstoy stuff, but to be honest, it's like I have been falling behind in like reading schedule for a while. I was trying to finish Count of Monte Cristo a couple months back, but then basically it stopped being about. Basically, the story stopped being about Edmond Dantes and started being about like Lord Farthington or whatever his name was, and how he was going on vacation in Italy, and I kind of lost interest in it because of that. Are there any game endings that piss you off? I don't. Definitely, unquestionably. I think if you're talking about like game endings, I hate the game Watch Dogs almost entirely for how badly they bungled so many things in that. But the end of the game... Okay, so in context, that game is a revenge story, which I already do not like for the most part. And then by the end, Aiden Pierce, the main character, gives a big, huge speech about how his revenge was totally worth it. And you might have thought that he might have felt bad about it, but no, he loved getting revenge, and he was so happy. After, killing so many people and chasing off his loved ones, making sure that they could never return to the city of Chicago, killing this old, decrepit man was totally worth it. Terrible. But yes, Colors of Piss tier ranking. Clear, obviously, is top tier. I mean, if your piss is the color of tears, you're well hydrated, you're doing good. Any like real dark urine, bad. That is bad news bears. You don't want that. Dark yellow, just, again, get hydrated. What tier is purple? Purple is like alien tier. Does not exist. That's like entirely unknown to me. When will you play Heaven's Vault? I got it on my wish list. At some point in time, I'm thinking about doing it. I mean, certainly it would be a good like companion series to the Persona one, with how that's kind of going. Yellow is S rank? I'm not going to change your mind, but I'm not going to agree. Like, no. That's gross, dude. Be like me. Always have clear pee. And one more. Okay, where's that cursed chest? I want to finally get that and get out of here already. Yeah, I played around 5 hours of Watch Dogs and just dropped it. It's... I think it's an interesting experience because I think it's a lot of the excesses and the fame of the Assassin's Creed series going to Ubisoft's head. That and Assassin's Creed Unity I think are some of the worst games they had. Hey, nice. Some of the worst games they had going on at that time, and the way that they clearly rewrote it so many times, and the way that I just hate Aiden Pierce as a character. He's so uncharismatic, yet also unlikable. It's a wonderful thing where I both hate and am bored by your character. It's... I hear Watch Dogs 2 is a lot better, but I don't know. It's maybe at some point in time I should go play that for like a stream and see if I can't talk about this sort of stuff more. It's a game I find very frustrating even to this day. Blah. You should have just had Jordy be the main character. Or Raymond Kenny, except from what I never even saw the DLC, but I did read a synopsis of it on Wikipedia, and it sounded like that also wasn't very good, despite the fact that he is a more interesting character. He's this weird, like, hipster programmer that's getting drunk all the time. That's at least more interesting than Aiden. My niece died. My daughter niece died. God, it's... And besides, he had much more of a connection to, like, the CTOS type of thing and, like, wanting to take it down rather than Aiden's whole dumb revenge story that I don't care about. What a terrible game. Green and blue. Green, I feel like, that's got to be indicative of something real bad. I mean, like, orange or red, obviously, is the worst, but I want to say, like, green is you know, you're consuming too much food dye. That's what. Yellow is such a good color, and on the piss context, just yellow. Yes. Blue pee just means you're on your period. What about white piss? Come on now. Don't even try to introduce that in here. Oh, wait, that just means you're on your period. We've all seen the commercials. Okay, that took me a second. I get it now. Stupid, but I get it. It's frustrating. I took Lacerating Aura without even thinking of the fact that it is very much counter to how this weapon works. Yeah, well, I'll have to be switching this out soon enough then. Yeah, maybe should have rethought that for a second. Much better. Do it again. Oh, well, when he does a jump, I should at least get some damage here. Or maybe he's not in the jump phase yet. Who's pissing on the mic right now? Jesus Christ, I hope I'm not pissing on the mic. You tell me if I was, right? Good. Can I... Yes, good. Let's get all the arrows back more than anything else. And come on, give me a good legendary item. I'm looking for something that I can be proud of. Will you do any more Ori streams? Yes, I am going to be doing more Ori streams. I probably will be doing those on YouTube just because otherwise nobody will be watching them. But I'm putting it off right now. You know, I got a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm doing. I'm probably even going to try to record a little bit more crosscode tonight since I think I'm coming up. I think I'm getting there. I think I'm starting to get into the end of that game. So I wanna kind of see it through at this point. If I'm lucky, I might have gotten past all of the major quests that I'm going to be doing. You know, so that I don't have to have like 3 hours. Okay, sure, this is interesting. So I don't have to have like 3-hour episodes anymore. Ugh. I think I started watching Crosscode like 3 times already. Here's the pro tip for Crosscode. You only really need to watch the first part of every episode. It literally, I have it literally set up so, you know, every part of Crosscode, it's like you got the main story at the very beginning, you know, the stuff that's absolutely critical to even understand the game. Then a bunch of then it goes, you get a bunch of the side quests, which less important, but, you know, interesting. Then it's chest collection, which does not matter at all. And then it's me looking at lore for like 20 minutes, which is absolutely insignificant and does not really have too much to do with the story at all. It's like you only need to watch like the first half hour of every single episode, and you can skip the rest and you will not miss anything. I made sure of it. If you want to be real dedicated, though, watch everything. I don't know, I thought I did a good job with it, but I guess that's not really up to me to decide, you know? That's always one of those things when I think about making videos, where it's like, hey, I thought this episode was good, but I don't get to decide that. Good parry. Tell us more about the update. Those are some cute Gumon-looking dick choppers. What? Oh, do you know the 10-episode Aussie series, The Straits? It's a masterpiece and you should watch it. The Straits. I do not know. And I'm going to be honest, I have not really watched a whole lot of traditional television in quite a while at this point. It's been a lot of YouTube for me lately. I did probably... And we got the glitch again, everybody. It did it. It done did it. It done did again. I'm so happy to see that. To be honest, I mostly watch Crosscode episodes for the commentary. I think it's a really good game, though, too. It's like, I'll say this. That is very flattering to me, though. And does make me feel a lot of warm fuzzies. But I do also want to share the stuff to the any sort of like enjoyment of the series with Radical Fish, because I think they did a very, very like incredibly good job with Crosscode. I am still very impressed at the amount of content And like the amount of, and like the little details put into that game. For a Kickstarter indie game, there's so much to do, so much to see. Wrong with taking the back streets? You know, it's... Man, I want to gush about that game more, because considering I started out that series being like, I don't want to do a 100-hour-long series, and now I'm like, no, I love it. There's something to be said about that. I don't know. I am also looking forward to finally finishing it up and getting onto other series, though. It is a very, very long game. Which is good, but, you know, is a little bit rough to do LP-wise, as you know. Looks like he's just missing his head. I think if I walk in this door again... No, I didn't do it. Because I also had this happen in the latest episode, too. I don't know exactly what the... Here, let's see if I can... Ah, come on. It has something to do with entering doors, but I do not know exactly what the trigger is. Otherwise, I would be doing it right now. Yeah, he's missing the little point of light inside of the cloud. It's just cloud. I look like I'm some sort of masked marauder right now, which is good. Which is a good look. Not as good as Headless though. All right, what are we looking at here? 20. It's okay, but not anything real good. And then I'm going to go into the Clock Tower. I think Clock Tower is just to mix it up. Because I did, once again, go into the Sepulchre, so... Not the most interesting, considering I always do that at all points in time. This, the Clock Tower, ooh. That was close. That was a good dodge, too. Did he actually deflect that? Ah, what a right something. Yeah, get over here. I'm gonna do this. Do it. This is such a bad weapon to use with this type of enemy. Don't really have too much choice on the matter, though, considering they're appearing just about everywhere now. Poison enemies will wound you, blah, blah, blah. Not even gonna worry about it. Ever planned to learn a Dead Cell speedrun? I don't know. I think there's like a certain level of stress and perfection required to be doing speedrunning that I could not see myself do. It just seems like it would be too hard and too frustrating for me. I tried my hand at speedrunning on very, very old versions of the game, but it's like... bleh. There was a Cursed Sword run that I had that would have, again, on a very early update, you know, like an update so early that it wouldn't have mattered at all. That would have been world record if I completed it. But that's so far in the past that all I have are the memories. Only the memories remain. That's about the only time that I've really tried doing that. Oh, and also trying to beat the Democracy in a, like, New Game Plus... Or not New Game Plus. Just a New Game period speed run. But that was because he claimed that his, like, 2-hour run was a speed run because nobody else had it on YouTube. Take that, Democracy! A guy who I don't really know all that much. I just know because there was a very brief rivalry happening there for, like, 2 minutes. Do the warp any percent is 2 minutes. Yeah, you told me about that one. I did watch the video, and oh man, that's Dead Cells turning into like Super Mario World speedruns here. Oh boy, KGBR is on to something. Also, probably because your head glows when you gather cells, and then messes it up with the door deleting your head. That's why I was trying to enter the door when I had the. When I was collecting cells, because I remember somebody else saying that in one of the comments, or it might have actually been you. I do not remember. But if there is something that I can be doing to make it work, I do not know what it is. Yoink, and malaised up. Absolute shit at video games, that's why I love your style of content. Letting all the lore present itself, though you're trying to be too funny over it. Let me tug on my shirt a little bit. While filling pure gameplay parts with witty banter and insightful commentary on the themes a lot. Oh, thanks. That's what I always kind of try to think that I want to bridge the gap between, like, a speed run, but also presenting all the lore. If only through the editing, if nothing else. Trying to just come up with... You know, something that showcases the game while also not being like a completely blind sort of experience. But as always, as you know, nothing's really compared to Dead Cells as far as any of the series on the channels. So I can't, I don't get a whole lot of feedback on commentary styles or anything like that. So it's always good to hear about it. I'll say that. Good. Oh yeah, I am currently in the beta build, but I do think this is on live now. They got a, ooh, nice. They got a new update name for this and everything. It's now the Bestiary update. Gotta stop getting hit by that. I managed to get rid of so much malaise, and now I've screwed it all up. Well, I could just go buy another potion charge and be totally fine, and I might end up doing that. Hi. This is terrible. Yeah, let's go for this. I can afford another one. It's not even all that bad. Yeah, Elite Knife Thrower, because that's not going to be affected by the Giant's Whistle for the most part, and there's so many other enemies around here, and the crystal preventing me from, like, running up walls. It's a deadly elite. Ish. It's not a great one to fight. Sure. Nothing I can use as much as I would like it. Oh, right, and there is also a legendary item. I should probably see what that is, even though I'm not going to be taking it. I like the shield. And I need to use the other thing. Yeah, nah, not necessary. Okay. Is there anyone with literary studies in chat? I need to have some help classifying stuff. Are piss posting and dick posting subsets of shit posting, or are those separate things? I would say that the taxonomy would be that you could consider them all shit posting, but not literal shit posting. That's got to be that. That's a special thing unto itself. I am not. I just said that I had my doctorate in biology before, even though I don't. This is not real. None of this is real. Don't listen to me on that subject. I am not a real doctor, and I cannot give real advice on that thing. No, literally posting about shit is separate from shit posting. I don't know, man. I mean, it depends on what context you're using it. I want to say that most of the... Dang it, I could have used that before. I'd like to say that most of the context you're going to be posting about that is going to be... shit posting in one way or another. It depends on what we're talking about. Alright, let's go. It should be called fecal posting. Yeah, I guess. Talks like the barely involved uncle who lives in your basement, who only drinks and talks about how he could have gone pro if it hadn't been for his father. Oh no! If I had gone pro, I mean, the only person to blame for not going pro is myself. I'd like to think that everybody else in my life has been supportive, and that it's only myself that stands between me and true glory, if only. Any chance for a roguelike stream like Tales of Maj'Al or Alona? Oh boy, Alona. Go have my baby sister as a slave or whatever. That's all I really know about that game. But, I don't know, maybe sometime. I'd like to think that, like, proper old school roguelikes are on the list. But I also have a lot of other stuff that I want to do first. Besides, I also do think that for a lot of people, it's going to not be very interesting, given that they are ASCII games with okay, good. ASCII games with no sound and like played in tiny windows and stuff like that. Sure, I know. Oh, why don't you play with graphics? Why don't you shut up? Ugh. Catch the non-American? Wait, what? No, all I'm familiar with about Alona is shitposting on the JP port on 4chan, which is mostly talking about enslaving girls, from what I remember. Am I wrong about this, or is this something that's just in Alona Plus? Or am I thinking of something else entirely? All of these things are valid reasons. This is a Marksman's Bow run? Yes, this is kind of like the part 2 of the Marksman's Bow run, except I am not going to be posting it on the YouTube channel for obvious reasons. I'd also like to see a Noita stream. I've done a whole bunch of Noita streams in the past, but I haven't done them for a while. I've kind of been waiting for another big update to come out, sort of like how I did with the most recent Undermine thing, so I could kind of cover the new stuff. But there hasn't been too much aside from a... Okay? There hasn't been too much aside from a thing. The mod updates. Mod updates. Yes, getting mods into the game. I just want to see, like, a little bit more coming out for that. You know, some more secrets or some more weirdness, like doing the essences. And then I'd like to return. Because I do really like that game. That game is super good. Yeah. I miss Noita. I mean, the thing is, I kind of covered everything with Noita. So I feel like there wasn't really... There were no more mountains to conquer, for I have done them all. I mean, I got New Game Plus, I got the Essences super ending, I got every one of the orbs. It's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'd just continue playing the game, sure, but... I don't know, I mean... You know what I always say, which is, Dead Cells is the only game that gets this treatment. No other game, not even other roguelites, I'm gonna play nearly as much as this. Start over? I mean, I could, certainly. To be honest, those games are basically like starting over when you play them anyway. Worth it? It's... nah. Essences ending? Oh, that's part 4, which I believe I called Teleportitis and Essences. It's an ending. It's a run, to be honest. That thing is just murdering my computer by the end of it with the amount of stuff going on. It was a weird time, but a fun one. No parry. I spotted the essences, but they were so annoying that I abandoned the run. Oh, no, they are. Look, the essences run is an experience. The essences run is an experience. It is not something that's meant to be done like, oh, this is going to be a fun run. No, it is like, I want to experience everything, even the most painful of runs to do. Even things that are going to be just absolutely counter to what you consider fun in the most traditional sense. Because it's there, and because I am a seeker of knowledge. And and I must know what this game has to offer. I must know everything about it. I am the Noita. And all shall fall before me, even if it means undoing myself. So yeah, that's it's a very fun part of the game though. It's just, it does ruin the game. It does absolutely ruin the game. Come on, you're killing me here. Just do that, and we're done. Man, I will take you. Perfect. Some good legendary shields in this run. Monopoly stream with the moderators. Oh, you know I don't do multiplayer game stuff. I can't. Also, Doc, was the Essence ending worse than the hardest ending in Hollow Knight? Oh, it was actually very easy to do because I had a super hugely game-breaking run at the time, but it ruined that run. It ruined that game-breaking run. I could not enjoy the fact that it was game-breaking because I decided to get the Essences. I want to say that... Hey, nice. I want to say that there's a few things that can possibly compare to getting the Pantheon ending in Hollow Knight. That thing it took so long and was so difficult. I think stuff like trying to do the Golden Tower in purple, which I was attempting on stream recently, was sort of like that. Also, what sub-goal to get the Minecraft playthrough? Oh, give me a sub-goal here. I don't know. Look, here's the thing. I do like those sort of games. There is a unlisted Terraria playthrough that I got on the channel, so I guess I'd be down. 30k. Come on now. You know you can't choose something that I've already hit. By the way, hey, I hit 30k. Hooray, I did it. As usual. 50k, unfortunately 50k is I guess I could make 50k both Hunipop and also Minecraft. That'd be a weird time in the channel's history. But what? I ain't even memeing? Oh no, I look, even if you were memeing, I'm taking that totally seriously. I'd be down with playing it. I would be down with doing it. I just don't really, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I just hit like 30k this morning. it's, it's cool and everything, but also, I'm not in it for the numbers, even though I do like seeing those numbers go up. 69K for Hoonie Pop. I already said it was 50K. I can't go back on my promise now. Besides, that's also a little bit too close to reading parts 4 through JoJo Leon on stream, which is the other thing that we're going to be seeing, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just keep on rolling here. Make sure that you're being very careful. You get them parries. Wrap yourself up. 100K is face cam. Yes. That 100K is the one that I never expect to get and is face cam. But hey, maybe somebody will decide I really want... Ah, dang. There's my perfect fight. Done. Ah, I was so close. Yeah. How many times is it gonna take till somebody finally hears what you say? Gotta be cool, you feel like a lie. Break all the rules, break all the rules, gotta live in to stay alive. Anyway, I'm getting distracted on this now. Oh, thanks, Tinker. I'm gonna guess those are probably blood bits. Oh, it's nice to see those. Oh, hey, my head is back to normal. Cool, great. You have restored my head. Humanity restored. Doc, have you washed your hands? More than you could possibly believe. Look, I've said before that it's like I work in a law firm and I'm working with some moldering, decades-old files sometime. Or at least I did before the plague hit. So basically, I was washing my hands constantly, even before the viral outbreak. Like, there was actually very little that I had to do to change up my my usual day-to-day life. Paper is brown and from the 70s. Sometimes even earlier than that. And oh, was it brown? Have you ever seen, like, literally decades-old rubber bands? They turn into, like, glue. Have you ever seen decades-old files that have bugs in them? It's gross. Oh, it's blah, blah. I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm just like I'm disgusting myself. Sure, give me a nice upgrade here. I'm good for it. That's so disgusting. You're telling me? I'm the one that has to, get those things like filed away and scanned and stuff like that, or outright thrown out, which is most of what happens. Some people, and especially if at the law firm, really just love saying like literally everything they've ever done. So it can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but not to get too gossipy about the job, as you know. Good. Just to keep firing this, I guess. Kill every single enemy in this entire area at this point. Anyway. So yeah, it's only a small part of the job, but given that I tend to complete everything else very quickly, it makes it a larger part of the job. At least again before the plague hit. Oh, well, that was a parry. Good. And buy them and watch ads by clicking on the triangle button. I guess that diamond would be a better way to describe it. Blood diamond, if you will. I still like the term blood bits. I haven't heard people use that for a while, but I think it's still a good term. Hate fighting the Royal Guards with this weapon, but you do what you can. Good. All right. Should be easy enough to get all 4 keys here, too. Can't get far enough away from these guys to really make this work. This is where stuff like having the... if only I didn't decide on taking the lacerating aura, I probably would be doing better if I just tried to go get either the freezing grenade, ice grenade is the thing, as well as the... what's the other name that I'm thinking of? Wolf Trap. Wolf Trap is always one of the best things. By the way, if you haven't watched the episode just yet, I was opening up the idea of maybe like putting in some more banned weapons, not just the invisibility necklace. I think Wolf Trap might end up going on there if I keep that open for for opinions. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of curious as to what people have to say about it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Or maybe it's not. Okay, that actually went a lot better than I thought it would. Cool. Take that guy out, and let's go. I feel like Wolf Trap is fine. I mean, I think it's... Oh, nice. I think it's one of those things that I just end up using too much. The entire reason for it was basically prompted by the fact that people were being like, oh, come on, another magic missile run? And I'm like, you know what? You got a point there. Fair enough. Should we ban the Giant Killer? I don't really... Do I use Giant Killer all that much? I mean, I think it gets a decent amount of play, but it's not something... It's not like Magic Missile, which you see, like, every time... Great. Which you see, like, every time that I do a tactics run that does not have a specific weapon associated with it. But, like, Wolf Trap, you see all the time. Rampart, you actually would have seen in that episode if I just didn't decide to start doing that at that point. Hokuto's Bow. Hokuto's Bow was definitely the other one that I'm like... Nah, can't keep taking this thing. It's getting too much play. Alchemic Carbine, I think, is fine as long as it's not in the context of using it with the Hokuto's Bow. But, you know, stuff like that. Giant Killer appears quite often in the earlier streams. That's old me. We can't even compare those two people anymore. Old me is dead, been replaced by new me. He talks about dicks all the time. Because I'm edgier than ever. You know how most people, after they start like streaming long enough, they lose their edge and people are all like, oh, I missed when he wasn't afraid of talking about stuff. No, it's the opposite way for me. Actually, that is like one of the reasons why I started out like not... Oh, come on. That is honestly like one of the reasons why I did start out like not swearing on the channel or anything like that. Because I never wanted people to accuse, like, oh, I miss earlier Doc Firebird when he swore. And it's like, I never did that. You can't even tell me. But, yeah, anyway. Sadly, Facecam is left 100,000. And you know that it's because I don't... Oh, that was a bad damage. And you know that I set it that high explicitly because I don't expect to get it. We got like 70,000 subs left. More than 2 times what I currently have remaining to get to that. It's never going to happen. Something like real wacky crazy. We're going to have like 5 more major updates to Dead Cells to get that sort of interest in the channel. Or people are going to have to actually start watching like Persona. Which will never happen. I miss old Firebird where he was afraid to take Curse Chest. I feel like... I do remember people telling me, it's like, oh, come on, we want to see you fail. Wait, I don't even need to go in here. It's been a long time since I cared for what happens in the Dead Cells run, and I just want to listen to them for Doc, so you can ban and unban whatever you want. I know that... the thing is that it's like, I always know that there is, you know, the true believer type of fans out there that do like that. But I do also... You know, I've watched like a lot of Northern Lion and everything, and regardless of how much you like his grocery stories, or him talking about his cats or something like that, there's a lot of people that are there to criticize his gameplay. You know it, I know it, we all know it. It's the dirty little secret that everybody wants to talk about. Because I have, like... Because, you know, you only have so much that you can talk about in a single episode of Dead Cells. It's over an hour long. I gotta fill out that time with something. But, you know, just wait 12 years when all the 11-year-old quarantine kids get their hands on the internet and we guide them back towards your channel. 11, just wait 12 years? Easy. By then, Facecam will just be like, I look like an old man. I look like every old man. You can't judge me for what I look like, because I have really no discerning features at this point. They've all melted into my face along with the wrinkles. Good and good. I just realized I'm supposed to get up in an hour. Well, that's not good. Yeah, thankfully for me, I mean, it's, you know, doing the whole work from home thing, I can, as long as I have the computer in front of me to wake me up if I do get emails that I need to do, I can basically just kind of like lie down and fall asleep. You know, just knowing that if something does happen, I'll be awake for it. That's why I've been able to take, like, naps during the middle of the day for a long time now. Good, good, and not quite, but there we go. Imagine an old man named Kyle. It would be uncanny. Hey, Kyle's been a name around for... It is a biblical name. You know. It is Hebrew for handsome. I do not... it's more of an ironic name. You know, like calling a big guy tiny for me. Anyway, there we go. Okay. There are no Kyles once you turn 15. Name changes to Carl. I can start going by my middle name, but you can't know that because otherwise you'd be able to find me too easily. That's a much more old man name, I'd like to think. But, you know. But not like, you know, calling myself Zebediah or whatever. Not that old. Hold up, is Kyle actually Hebrew? Yes! You don't know that? Oh, boy. Doctor, what's your middle name? No. Inferno. As we all know. Okay, anything else that I'm missing before I book her on out of here? Stats? I'm going to have to go get that. Will you do that if a fan recognizes you in real life or your voice? Well, I'll have you know right now that I barely ever talk in real life. And I've had several people that I've shown my videos comment that it's like I sound way different in real life than I do on the videos. So it's unlikely that would ever happen. Yes. So what would happen if it happened anyway? It's unthinkable, basically, is what I'm saying. Unimaginable. Okay. Yep, worth it. That's just a straight upgrade for what I'm using right now. That doesn't mean it can't happen. Well, hey, get to 100,000 subs and zoomed right through that entire background there. I'll get to 100,000 subs and then people can recognize me by my face sight alone. Ironic that it means narrow, given you to describe yourself as sizable girth. Quite sizable. I'm still working on it. I haven't been as good about losing weight, but at least I'm not gaining any more during the quarantine times. During the plague. So, all I gotta do is just refocus my efforts, and maybe by the time I hit 100,000, I will not be large and in charge. Doc would drop the spaghetti. Yeah, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on a sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd spaghetti. I should recommend the channel to my 70K friends so you can get to 100K faster. Yes, please. Wouldn't that be a weird thing? I mean, I am kind of, you know, now that Retromation kind of noticed the channel, I am sort of hobnobbing it with some guys that are doing better than me. I mean, I haven't really taken advantage of that in any way, but maybe to get that face cam out faster, I won't do that because I don't want that face cam to get out faster. Ah, okay. That actually worked. Kind of surprised that worked. Cool. I don't even know what to say. Dead Cells collab when? Almost assuredly not going to happen. The thing. You know the thing. And I'm with you on the weight struggles. As long as you're not gaining, you're winning. It's the... If you want to get, like, real about the whole weight thing, it is weird because here's the thing. It wasn't until about 2015 that I actually started to really gain weight. Prior to that, due to the time that I was unemployed back in 2013, I was actually down to, like, normal weight and weighing and like wearing medium-sized shirts and stuff like that. But the thing is, back in 2015, something magical happened, basically. I finally had my anxiety disorder diagnosed, and I was able to go on antidepressants, which made me much less neurotic about everything, which, you know, is great. But the fact that I wasn't so stressed out all the time meant that I was able to eat food, basically. So I didn't have the natural sort of appetite suppressant of worrying about everything at all points in time. And I started to gain more weight. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. But then as of recent, I finally started to commit to a more healthy lifestyle and all that. And that's done a lot to help me learn, to help me earn some LB loss. It's one of those things that's like, I gotta get back there eventually. So that's basically the story about that. It's not like I've always been super fat. It's just, I gotta deal with being a more normal person while also not being fat, kind of, I guess is the way you could say it. Ah, dang it. Burger or pizza? God, I could... I'd probably say pizza. Pizza more often than not. I can get down with a good burger, though. Good. Oh, you saucy lad. Okay, and just turnabout is fair play. Meds are a bitch when it comes to weight. I know, but it's also like... it's not... I'm not, like, paralyzed with anxiety anymore. Even though I still got a lot of, like, issues socially and everything like that, there are times when it's just like, I was crying myself to sleep, basically. It was very bad for a time. But, that does come with its downsides. Oh, this is not great. I actually managed to dodge it. Cool. Ugh. Big mood. I mean, I think that also, like, actually doing the channel and everything has helped out a lot, too, because I am, even though it is pretty impersonal types of socialization, it is more than I have, like, ever... It is more than I've ever, like, done in my life. So, dang it. It's good. It's good. I'm feeling a lot better lately, but it's just like, Christ. I just think back to, like, prior to 2015, and it's just, it was a whole thing, my dude. But, hey, that just means that I gotta get back to being a normal person, basically. Well, get back to being a normal person, learn to be a normal person. What a weird thing. Well, that's mental health for you. It just kind of goes like that. You normie. Okay, look, we're not going to get that far. We still talked about dicks for 20 minutes at the start of the stream. Beef or chicken? I think I'd rather go with chicken most of the time. Don't get me wrong. I like a good steak and everything, but, getting, like, boneless wings or whatever is still, bad. No, not bad. The stuff. It's something that I love doing. Jeez. 20 minutes, I might be lowballing it. Something lowballing penises. Okay, done. We're back off of that topic now. Anyway. It's a good thing that he's able to still punch with that much force even when enemies are suspended in air. Okay. Are you an INFP? I don't really know. I feel like I am... Good. I feel like in some ways I'm kind of a class of myself because I'm such a weird, neurotic mess. Sort of like if you could be sub each one of the types, I'm like that. Feel like that. I've always had a horrible thalassophobia of being afraid of water in my case, and I remember when I used to be unable to shower because I felt so anxious. Oh, yeah, I can believe that. I've heard about that before. Like, me, it's always been social stuff. Man. Oh, man, it's like the war stories I could tell you are manifold. But at the same time, it's one of those things where I do also have, like, a healthy detachment from it, too. I'm not, like, bitter at the world, which I have seen with some people before. So I think I still think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing pretty good. Even though from an outside perspective, I might seem, mad. Yeah, you know how it goes. This is the sort of thing that you can't get on YouTube. So that's why I like doing a little bit of Twitch stuff occasionally. Yeah, you're definitely an INFP, probably. Usually how that goes, isn't it? All right. Good, and there. Yeah, INFP is for people who don't know what they are. There you go. Works out for me. Can I just kill? No. Unfortunate. Good, good, good. All right, all right, all right. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know all that much about the... can't remember the name of that test. Nah, I want more stats. That's about it. All right. What else are we looking for? This always intrigues me because I think you're an interesting and entertaining guy. One would imagine you'd be fun in a social occasion. I don't know. The thing is, it's like for me, I just don't really go into social occasions. That's like it. They don't really tell you what I'm like in one. Okay. And done. I mean, ultimately, one of the things that, you know, there is like that weird glitches. Yep, it's that one. Wherever you have land overhanging a thing, you instantly warp back down to the ground. It's fun, but not in a situation like that. Ah, great. Yes, thank you for. I'm glad that Motion Twin has decided that the Giants should be targeting librarians. That's the sort of thing that I need right now. Oh, okay. Do I have to go find the other key though? I got the Allen key, but there's more than that after all. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to afford it though. That's unfortunate. Could be quite good, but you know, it's not quite what would happen. I mean, I think that there is like sort of almost a sense that there is like a manufactured type of personality or whatever you would call it when it comes to doing the channel, where it's like I just think about like, hey, what do I find entertaining? And then I kind of try to do that. Because let's be honest, in real life, if we're talking about like, hey, if you were being totally real with yourself or whatever, what would you be like? Well, I wouldn't talk at all. That's kind of... it's such a weird thing in that way. I mean, maybe it's like there's some sort of like a falsehood of that to the channel, but I like to think that the fact that I'm doing it in earnest, I'm not doing it in any sort of like cynical or weird way. It's literally what I think will be the most entertaining type of thing to do. Great. Maybe that's also just the anxiety talking. Haha, zing. Oh. Really, experienced anxiety. My first panic attack literally made me think I was about to die. Can't imagine living with that more often. I don't actually have panic attacks. It's mostly just like a slow burn type of thing. I mean, I suppose it's been worse in the past, but... you know how it goes. You can imagine it, I'm sure. Been having pretty frequent panic attacks since I was 16, 23 right now, and yeah, I would not recommend. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, like I said, it's like it's not really... Yeah, it's not really the same thing with me. I'm just bad at social and too afraid to do it most of the time. Afraid of what? I don't know. I mean, that's, you know, literally that's what makes it an anxiety disorder. The idea that it is irrational anxiety. If there was a reason for it, then it wouldn't be irrational. Yeah. Or if there was a good reason for it, I suppose. Good, and not quite there. One more. All right. Dang it. Okay, this should work. Yep, working out quite nicely right now. That, not so much, but I'm doing okay. Okay, I'm doing a little less okay now. There we go. Play more D&D. I mean, it's... Okay, this is better, at least. I mean, that's the weird thing, because it's like I shut myself off from a lot of social situations, just period. Because that's just... I don't know what I do. What a weird thing. I mean, I suppose it's like what you could call this being social, but... I don't... Like, there is still a pretty clear disconnect between... everybody here. It's not like I can actually see when everybody's talking. which I think is what makes it easier to do for me, but not quite the same sort of experience. Man, I don't even know what to say. This sort of stuff, despite talking about it a lot, let's be honest, it's really kind of above my pay grade as far as discussion, commentary type of things go. I don't know what I'm talking about here. It's social, but it's not social. Slightly social. The New Fragrance by Calvin Klein. For all you 90s kids out there. Anyway, good lord, I hope that the punch is up. And it was. Good. And done. Good. I'm doing much better, but it's still soul draining. Yeah, God, I can only imagine. Yes. I mean, it was that same sort of thing like when I was doing the Celeste playthrough, where I felt like maybe I could like try to talk about that in some way. But if you want to see like how that turned out, go watch the Chapter 6 episode where I'm just like, you know what, I was going to talk about this, but I'm not now because I don't know what I'm saying. But I cowered it out like I always do. You're being real with us. It's fine as long as you don't offer intentionally harmful advice. It's such a weird thing though, where it's like a lot of people as they're streaming, I know, talk about like, hey, I'm just doing what I always do. I'm here to have fun. But I don't know. I like for me, I look at it as if I really do want to put out the most entertaining product, which is why it makes it feel sort of like less sincere, even though I'm doing it in earnesty to try to make. Okay, that works for me. Even though I'm trying to do it to make as good of television as possible, it makes me feel That's just called being an entertainer, I guess. I guess. I don't see how that could be weird. I mean, for somebody that doesn't, I guess maybe it's just for me because I don't really do this in real life, even though this is real life. Yes. Oh, Adom. I can't wait when Adom Ultimate will come out. Wait, Adom Ultimate is coming out? I'm gonna start my run into Adom as a wizard. Any recommendations? Go for an Archmage? Hey, if you try to get into the library and if you got the stats to do it, get the learn wish. Gosh. It's weird. Yeah, heart to heart. To be honest, though, I am very honest in a lot of ways. Maybe even to my detriment. I don't know. I think, like, having a lot of social anxiety, especially as a kid, I just kind of felt like I could never read people very well. So I sort of felt like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the utmost honesty with everything I say at all points in time. I mean, even if I'm not, like, being myself at some point, everything I'm saying is still real for true. Is that good? I don't know. It's an interesting thing to say. An interesting idea, but like I said, above my pay grade. Come on now. Saucy lad. Good. Oh, he didn't actually get knocked out of the attack. Just the first bit of it. Come on, go down already. Oh, never even considered your content insincere. You have a certain style of making videos that makes it feel professional. I mean, I would hope that if nothing else... dang it. Well, there goes perfect fight. Well, like you could ever expect that. This is not something where you would expect a flawless fight. The fact that I was doing this well so far, I can't say I was disappointed with how it turned out. But, you know, at the same time, I also get people saying, like, hey, you know, it does sound like you really practice stuff. And it's like I do. I do in a lot of ways. Not like in a... It's not in a... Not in, like, a insincere way, I guess is the only way I can say it. But it does feel weird, you know, when you talk about how people are really just doing it because they're having fun. And I'm like, I don't know, there's a lot of time when I'm making videos that I'm just thinking about, like, hey, this is going to be a cool video when it's done. I'm not thinking like, I'm really having a ball doing it. Yeah, this is the weird heart-to-heart type of thing that we're having with chat. I guess, there we go. And, well, look, the perfect run's already done. I'm not even going to be trying for it anymore. Okay. There we are. All right. Oh, I was thinking that, I honestly thought that was going to be a golem there. One last time. Come on, are you not in your next phase just yet? Good lord, man. I feel like I'm not getting as good a damage as I possibly can. If I parry this, I get my arrows back. I don't think I got my arrows back. I don't get it from any one of my skills right now either. Jeez, this is a very slow collector fight. The bow is struggling. I mean, it could be like lack of synergies or stuff like that, but you know, when you're working with a survival run, it's hard to get synergies with a lot of stuff. Which, also, if I stopped screwing up my caloric shock whenever I did it, would also be ideal too. Good lord! Are we all not done yet? How much more? Go down, you saucy collector lad. Well, at least we get to hear a little bit more of the song. That's nice. It's not the ideal sort of circumstance. I'd like to just end the fight already. Phase 3. Great. This should be the last one, though. Yes, good. That only took a metric year to accomplish. Well, in all likelihood, I am going to manage to at least... Bleh. I am going to manage to at least beat him, but, like, at what cost? Even though this is a much larger arena and he spends a lot of time standing still, I'm just not really getting the damage here. I might as well work on the parry timing for this. Right. Starting to feel like the lethargy, tiredness, exhaustion. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Two, and not quite. Ah. God, this is like the multiple Nox bow level of long collector fights. Okay, finally, please end my suffering. Don't mind. There. Good lord. I get it, you know, it's probably the lack of synergies that I had on the weapon, to be fair. But still, it's like, I gotta tell you, I don't know if I would recommend this weapon for high cell difficulty. No, I definitely can kill you, and I did. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Gotten a lot better at this, and I'm still surviving after so long. I mean, that is also the power of bringing a bunch of potion charges into that fight. Sometimes, I would say pretty often, if you're doing something like tactics, you don't have nearly as many. It's just, jeez. I did it. There it is. I redeemed this weapon for the showcase, but again, at what cost here? I feel like I can't even really post this one up on the channel with all the real talk going on too. Jeez. All right. Well, you now unlock the new outfit. I'll get them later. I think I'm just gonna be ending the stream like literally right now, because that's how I do it